We're going to go ahead and get started. Today is Thursday, February 27th, and this is going to be your weekly weather briefing. Okay, we've got a couple things we want to talk about on here. First thing is the winter precipitation that we're expecting, and next thing is going to be the increased rain chances again for next week. So we're looking at right now 2 shots of winter precipitation coming in, one tonight into Friday morning, and then another one again on Friday night into Saturday morning. They're going to be both very quick, short-lived systems as they come through. So not expecting much in the way of accumulations. I'll get into that here in just a moment. But then we're looking at a dry and sunny weekend. But that will also be short-lived as moist southwesterly flow sets back up Sunday night, and rain chances increase again Monday through Wednesday of next week. So go ahead and get started with what's going on right now. You can see here's a look at our current satellite picture. This is as of about 30 minutes ago. We've got mostly clear skies across the state, but you can see we do have a little bit of a wave beginning to develop back across Missouri and Kansas right now, and that's what's going to be bringing our first shot of wintry precipitation tonight. So you take a look, I have this loop going here. You can see that very first wave comes through and skirts across North Georgia tonight. You can see it coming down, coming southeast out of Missouri, Kansas area, and it comes right across North Georgia tonight. Should bring at the very beginning, it should be a mix of rain and snow across North Georgia, and as it's coming to an end, it should turn into all snow. Accumulations right now are expected to be less than an inch. Let me show you the map that we have for that. Here's where we're expecting our accumulations to occur, mainly across the northeast Georgia mountains. And as I was saying earlier, it should be about less than an inch, and truthfully about a ½ inch or less of any accumulations that we do receive from this. So this will be a very quick shot as it comes down. And then again, we've got that second one that's beginning to develop right behind the first one. And you can see it's coming from almost the exact same area, right out of the Missouri Boot Heel area. And it moves southeast right across North Georgia. This one appears to dry up as it moves across our state, but it will still bring enough moisture, and there will be enough cold air in place to have another shot of rain-snow mix as it moves in, turning to all snow again on the back end right before it ends. And accumulations this time we are expecting for Friday night into Saturday morning to be an inch or less. Let me show you the map we have for that also. And again, it's in almost the exact same area across the northeast Georgia mountains here. And you can see here, got some isolated areas right near an inch, but for the majority of the area, looking at about a ½ inch or less. But we are expecting a little bit more from the second shot, but still, again, it's going to be very quick, very short-lived as it moves out. And once it moves out, high pressure does move into the state for the weekend, and you can see we will be under a nice dry high pressure system for Saturday and Sunday, and things begin to warm a bit. So we're looking at high temperatures on Saturday and Sunday. Looking at Saturday is the map on your left here, looking at highs in the 40s to 50s across North Georgia, approaching near 60 across Central Georgia. And then for Sunday, a definite warm up as that high pressure has had time to sit over us and warm things up a bit, with highs in the 60s mostly, some 50s across the northeast Georgia mountains there, but mostly 60s across the entire state. But again, that will be short-lived as we will be looking at precip chances increasing. That high pressure doesn't sit over us for long at all. It moves east and begins to set up southwesterly flow across our area, with precip chances increasing Monday through Wednesday. So you can see here's our map for Monday, looking at 50% chance of precip across North Georgia, and then slowly decreasing in your chances as you move southeast across the state. And then pops increasing across the area Tuesday with 40s and 50s mainly across the area, and some 20s across Central Georgia. And then across the entire state by Wednesday with 40s, 50s, and 60s across the entire state pretty much. So with our soils already being so saturated from rains we've received over the last 2 to 3 weeks, this increased chance of precipitation will again bring more rain. So we're looking at, this is the day 4 and 5, so this is Sunday and Monday precip amounts you're looking at. And as this system begins, and the majority of this rain you're looking at is for Monday. And you're looking at about an inch or so across North Georgia, and then tapering off the further south you go across the state. But then as we get into days 6 and 7, you're looking at another 1 to 2, possibly some isolated areas of 3 inches across North Georgia. And with our already saturated soils, I'm sure we're going to be having some possible flooding issues as long as this current weather situation prevails in our models as we get closer to next week. So with the increased chances of rain, we'll definitely be keeping an eye on this into next week. The good thing, though, is we are looking at a warming trend. So we're not looking for any winter precip with this precip that's moving in, pretty much just rain. And right now, we're also not looking at a lot of instability in the atmosphere across North and Central Georgia. So right now, it's just looking like rain or showers for the most part for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Here's our hydrologic outlook. We already have a few rivers that are in minor or moderate flood right now. We've got those warnings going mainly across Central Georgia right now, but with the increased chances of rain for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, would not be surprised to see more rivers that have come down from the previous rains again swell back up into some flooding areas. So we might be issuing some more flood warnings or watches as we get closer to the system moving in. And here is your 6 to 10 day outlook for days 6 through 10. On the left-hand side, you can see the probabilities are above average for precip and above average for temperatures. So basically what you're looking at for days 6 through 10 on average is about, it looks like a warm and wet days 6 through 10. And in summary, the developing wave bringing in a shot of winter precipitation across North Georgia tonight and Friday morning, and expecting a second wave right on its heels moving in Friday night, Saturday morning with a second shot of winter precipitation. Dry and sunny conditions for the weekend, and southwesterly flow setting back up for next week with increased precipitation chances for through the middle of next week. So I will go ahead and put up here, I'll be putting up the slides on our webpage here in the next 10 to 15 minutes. I will go ahead and open it up if you have any questions. If you're on the phone, you can unmute yourself by doing a *6 to unmute your line. And let me see if we have any questions on the briefing. Okay, again, any questions, you can chat online on the briefing, or you can do a *6 if you're on the phone. Okay, I don't hear any questions. We will be sending out another email tonight on the midnight shift. Again, I'll be putting all of these slides, sending these out in an email and putting them online, and be putting this briefing on YouTube. All right, thank you so much.